what I'd like to suggest now is this. I suggest we go back and we watch everything again using other tools. But listen, so my whole idea here is to encourage you to stick with English. English. So these guys are speaking to you in English. They're not translating. We're not using any translation technique here. We're not using subtitles in Portuguese. No, we are trying to use English to learn English. So what should be the next step? Well, in my opinion, okay, I used to do this when I was a student. And that's why I strongly advise you to do that, because it really helped me. It really worked for me. Okay, so my advice to you is this. Go back to the first scene and play it again. Okay?
Can you cast me in it?
And when you get to this point, there's a very good chance that you're going to understand that because Chandler works for an advertising agency and that he's talking about a new campaign, that maybe in this new advertising campaign, there is a place for an actor, and Joey is an actor, and Joey is always looking for a job. So basically, this is Joey's request. Then, but let's suppose you understand this, but you're not 100% sure. You go to the next video, okay? You jump to clip number 2, watch it again without subtitles and then without stopping. But once again, when you get to about this point, right? You're probably
just watch it. If you don't like it, you don't pass
that Joey is asking his friend to watch the tape because he wants that job.
it on to your bosses.
And by the look, and then once again, we're going to use body language, we're going to use facial expressions, okay, to help us understand more. It's not just about the language. It's about everything. It's about the package. Okay, so then in that scene, we have Chandler kind of not 100% on board. It's like he is reluctant. It's like he really doesn't want to offer Joey this job. He doesn't think that Joey is the right person for the job, but he doesn't know yet how to say no to his friend. He's a bit uncomfortable with that. Okay, then you move to the third clip and you watch it again. And then this time everything starts becoming even clearer because you realize, you confirm that Chandler is lying to Joey. Joey is suspecting that his friend is lying to him. And then when we get to the fourth one and we watch it again, we even have Rachel confirming to us that Chandler was a big liar. And then in the end, we saw the conclusion when, to kind of punish Chandler, Joey made him wear the lipstick and say that lying was wrong, that he shouldn't have lied to him. And they end the scene with that funny moment. Okay? So, this is my second suggestion. After you've watched the 5 clips once and you figured out a few things, you go back and you play it again. And my advice is that you don't stop there, okay? My advice is that you take this to the next level, and go a little bit further. So what's the next thing you could do? Well, the next thing you could do is to go back to the first one, and this time, turn on the subtitles. And then, like I explained to you in one of my videos before, but I'm going to explain again, you can go into settings, go into playback speed, and you can go into subtitles, okay? And then you can go into options, and you can increase the size of the font. You can go like, you can increase the font size 300%. You can make it really big. Why? Because then I think it helps you to visualize those words, the vocabulary that you're being exposed to. And if you're still not very comfortable,
Oh, I don't know. I really don't.
because for you, in spite of the subtitles, you still think that they're speaking too fast, the next thing you can do is to go into settings again and change the playback speed and reduce it by 25%. Okay, so you play that at 75% of the original speed.
I don't think you're right for the part. What do you mean? I could do anything. I'm a chameleon. Huh?
cold. Tired. I am hot. I'm cold. Huh? Come on, what can't I do?
First of all, bravo. But I really don't think you're right for this. The part calls for a stuffy college professor.
I can do that. Hello, I'm your professor.
Okay, guys, and then by doing that with the subtitles and with reducing the speed, you can definitely understand more. So you can understand that this commercial, this part, for example, calls for an actor that could play a professor. And that's why Chandler didn't want to cast Joey, because he didn't think that Joey could play a professor, perhaps because Joey is very young. I don't know. But he definitely didn't think that Joey was the right candidate for the part. Okay, and these two techniques that I explored now, I think they're gonna be great when you jump to the second clip, okay? And this time, we're not going to ignore Rachel. No, this time we're gonna reduce the speed and we're gonna turn the subtitles on. If we can figure out what exactly is she advising, is she suggesting that Chandler could do. Let's have a look at that. So we're gonna, again, turn the subtitles on and we're gonna adjust the speed to about 75%.
Fine. Thank you.
Work, Joe.
Damn it!
What am I gonna do now?
Just pass the tape along.
He's not right for the part, so if I suggest to my bosses, they're gonna think I'm an idiot. And that's something they should learn on their own.
Just tell Joey that you watched the tape and you liked it, but your bosses didn't.
So, guys, isn't that awesome? At this point, okay, because now we're investigating, okay? We didn't want to do that in the beginning because we wanted to use this viewing moment as an opportunity to improve our listening skills. That's why I told you the first 2 times you don't stop, you play it through. Now for the 3rd time with the subtitles and with the speed, you're exploring, you're diving in so that you can extract more from it. And then think about it. Isn't it cool? Because at this point, by doing this, what we learn is that this idea of lying came, in fact, from Rachel. It was Rachel who suggested to Chandler that he could tell Joey that he had watched the tape, that he had liked it, he had passed to his bosses, but his bosses didn't like. So in that way, Chandler would be the good guy and his bosses would be the bad guy. But that was a big fat lie, because the truth is Chandler did not think that Joey was right for the part. He was not the right actor. And he was afraid that if he suggested to his bosses that he had a friend who could play the part, and then when they met Joey and they realized that Joey was wrong for the part, they would conclude, oh my God, this guy here who works with us, Chandler, he's a big idiot because he cannot even see that his friend is not the right actor for the part. So you see, Chandler, he was afraid of exposing himself at work by suggesting the wrong actor for the part. And he was in a bit of a conflicting situation because being Joey's friend, he was supposed to help him. He was supposed to help Joey find a job. Okay? So this is the part that I think you can explore. You can go a little bit deeper, explore it better when you use the subtitles and you use the playback speed reduction thing. Okay, and then in the 4th part, okay, let's think about this. Well, actually, this is more about that challenge that I had proposed earlier on to those students who, I'm sorry, going back to part number 4. Okay, so this is about turning the subtitles on and reducing the speed if necessary. But especially for those students who have never seen the verb to lie before and who are trying in this video to figure out its meaning. Okay, so let's play it again.
I can't believe Joey.
With the subtitles.
I hate being called a liar.
But you
I can't believe Joey. I hate being called a liar.
But you are a liar.
What did I just say?
You still here?
Yes, and I have to say, I am not just hurt, I am insulted. When I tell somebody I did something,
Okay, hold on. Let me just stop you right there, okay? First, you lied, right? Then, you lied about lying, okay? Then, you lied about lying about lying, okay? So before you lie about lying about lying about lying about lying... Stop lying!
why are you so sure I didn't watch this tape?
You wanna know why? You wanna know why?
Oh, this is going well.
Here's how I know you didn't watch the tape, okay?
Okay, guys. So and that's it. Okay. With the subtitles on and playing it again, you really understand how upset Joey is about this. And from a learning perspective, it's really interesting because he used the verb to lie so many times, because he said to Chandler that first Chandler lied to him. The first time when he said, okay, Joey, I watched the tape and I liked it, but my bosses didn't like it. That was the first time. But then later, when Joey confronted him, saying that that was a lie, he insisted. In other words, he lied about lying. And then, because Joey is not a very smart guy, he got lost in the sequence of events. But in his chain of events, Chandler lied about lying and lied again and so on. And then in the end, he got very confused and he said, okay, stop lying. And that's why I believe that if you pay attention to the story, to the context, you can really figure out what that means if you've never seen this verb before. Okay, so that was today's tip, guys. So our goal today with this live was to show you a technique, a methodology, a strategy in which you learn how to focus on what you understand. You learn how to concentrate on what you understand, and you try to abstract what you don't understand at first, so that this way you can understand more, and you build, you build your knowledge of the scene. You start with very little in scene one, then you allow scene number two to add more information to scene number one, and then you get to scene number three that really clarify things to you. And then only when you get to the end, you go back and watch everything again. So the idea is to concentrate, to focus on what you can understand, and not to worry too much about what you missed. So like I said, this is not for those people who want to insist on stopping every 5 seconds because there was a preposition, there was a word with a sound that they can't understand. Okay? So that was today's live. I hope you found the tip useful. Feel free to leave comments in the comment section of this video. This is Destination Fluency. My name is Alfredo. I'll see you in our next live or in our next video. Bye for now.